Alright, Bryce. Take care. See you later. Okay. Now that I got that long tangent about Dota 2, the International, and why I love Dota so much, and just like the whole general spiel about what I remember about Dota out of the way, yeah, we're back. And now it's time to dread the Bond scene reading, where we only have 5 out of 12 to read. We need to do a side quest for Rosine, or no, we need to pick up Rosine here. Hopefully she says yes. And there's also Becky here who has this little side quest thing over here for some reason. Also, before we do anything else though, let's go read Gambler Jack. I completely forgot about reading chapter 8 last session. I need to read chapter 9. So here we go. Actually, let me skim through chapter 7 real quick so I can remember. Answer my question, good girl. Didn't leave anything in your care. Bunch of sadness. The necklace around Hal's neck. Oh yeah, actually some kind of memory quartz. Oh wait. Did I read chapter 8? We have Hal if you want her back. Oh wait. Oh, no, I did read chapter 8. Okay, never mind, I was mistaken, my bad. Again, to be fair, it's been a week, you know, since the last time I read Gambler Jack 2, so you have to forgive me for that. Okay, now we're going, actually, oh wait, no, I didn't skim through the rest of it. So basically, let me see, so we went over VIP room, Leonard, Nike, and Hal. Being given him a code, didn't understand. So basically that memory quartz has all kinds of information on people in the underworld and other kinds of connections. Leonard wants it if he wants to like bump himself up in the world of politics. Yeah, criminal underworld, public face have connections to it, so basically all kinds of blackmail and powerful connections. And basically, they're gonna bet on horse racing to see or to like win it from Jack and everything. Okay. Chapter 9, Good and Evil. There was roughly an hour until the first race of the day was scheduled to begin, and so they agreed to use that time to formulate their strategies. Jack was led to another room by Leonard's men. He was also accompanied by Hal, who would serve as his advisor. Leonard's advisor would naturally be Nike. I take it just running away isn't an option. I mean, I'm free and all, Hal said once in a room. Jack shook his head. Even if we did manage to get away, which isn't especially likely, he's not the kind of guy to just let this go. Oh, shit. Hold on, actually, yeah. Drops on my keyboard. Okay. Let me see. If this method doesn't work, he'll just do something worse. Worse for us, of course. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Okay, forget about it. Just had to act. Okay, forget it. Just had to act. Oh wait, is that Hal? Oh my god. I swear, I suck with, like, reading lines sometimes. Either way. As Jack had noted, however, the odds of them being able to run away weren't particularly promising to begin with, as Leonard's men were likely to be everywhere. They had pondered their predicament for a moment. Hal broke the heavy silence. Hey Jack, has Leonard always been a bad guy like that? Jack couldn't help but smile slightly at the childish way she phrased her question. As far as he was concerned, the vast majority of gamblers, himself included, were, to some degree or another, bad guys. He knew what she meant, though. Both he and King had been part of the criminal underworld, but they had their morals and lines they wouldn't under any circumstances cross. Back in the day, that had been true of Leonard and Nike, too. But now... So, they weren't then? I wonder what changed them, Hal mused. Jack had a pretty good idea of the answer. King's death 7 years prior. After that, Jack had lost his drive, his passion. His despondency had turned it had in turn caused Nike to become disappointed in him and leave his side. Oh. Leonard, meanwhile, found a new life of his own, away from gambling. It was long after that that the news of Leonard's move to politics reached Jack's ears. It was a transition that made sense to Jack too. Leonard had always been one who loved flashiness, loved to stand out. In short time though, less pleasant rumors began to spread about him. The whispers never left the realm of hearsay, but the content was enough to make Jack concerned. Bribes, suspicions of involving organized crime. It was often said that power corrupted, but Jack hadn't expected it to be of someone he knew so well. Nike is really pretty though, Hal said abruptly. You sure you're completely over her? Flustered, Jack only gaped for a second before stuttering. What makes you think I wouldn't be? Of course I am. His expression told another story though, and Hal immediately regretted pressing him on the subject. Anyway, this isn't going to be easy while he has Nike on his side. There are many who call her the goddess of victory, for the luck she brings to men. Goddess of victory, huh? I'm guessing you're one of those men too, Victory Jack. He couldn't deny it. She was completely right. Nike's gambling skills were just as good as Jack or Leonard's. And whenever she and Jack had worked as a team, they'd never been defeated. I looked intrigued when he mentioned their teamwork. You guys work grifts together? He nodded. It seemed as though there was more she wanted to ask, but she dropped it and changed the subject. You aren't going to look at all the race data they gave us then? Nah, I follow the races here as it is. So I pretty much know all that stuff already. Besides, numbers don't tell the whole story. You gotta get a read of the atmosphere out on the track if you really want to score big. Looks like we'll have to wing the first one blind though. A quick glance at the clock confirmed his dismay. The start of the first race was rapidly approaching. So basically he's gonna flop but not bet too much on the first race, and then probably on some random races where like the odds are like really screwy. It's like, you're betting on that? Oh yeah. Which is how I'd imagine go down. Okay, so let's go find Rosine and see what's going on here. We'll read the bond scenes as the last thing to do. Oh, Rosine was in here, you dummy. Nice to see that you've been in good health since we last met. I was admittedly a little worried. After our last parting, I hadn't heard so much as a whisper on your whereabouts. I'm sorry, we didn't mean to worry you. And going off that, might not be the best bargaining tactic, but could we tempt you to join us on the Courageous? We're trying to build a crew of as many Thor students as possible right now. Me? I'm afraid not. Aw, oh, come on! While I'd like to, I feel as though I'm making significant progress as a medicine maker here. I'm not saying I won't ever be able to join you. I'm just afraid I must ask you to wait a while. Is that alright? That's fine with us. We'll come back and catch up again later. Still, let me give you something to help you in my absence. I hope it'll prove useful. Well, thanks. I'm sure they will. I would join you, but between the progress I'm making in my studies and the good they seem to be doing, I just can't. As soon as I reach a point where I can put them on hold, I'll be sure to join you and help in whatever way I can. But in the meantime, please do take care of yourselves. Aw, yeah. I was kind of hoping, but yeah, Sister Olive did mention that she was learning, and yeah, it'd be kind of messed up to kind of take her away when, like, she's really making strides in medicine making. Alright, Becky, what you got? Perfect timing, Rean. Hey there, Becky. You're looking much better than the last time I saw you. Heh, you got yourself to thank for that. You went absolutely mental over at the Twin Dragons Bridge, didn't you? And I believe you didn't even tell me that you'd be doing that beforehand. Sorry about that, but yesterday was the first chance we've had to come to Celdic in a long time. Wait, what? Does this mean you're up for coming with us? Damn right! Okay, I've gathered a bunch of stuff for the lads over at the Grand Market, so I'm ready to go. Oh, now take no for an answer too. I didn't think you would. More than glad to have you aboard. We landed the Courageous not far from here, so I can introduce you to everyone. No need for that. I'm headed in now. Time to brush up on my merchant skills while I got the chance. That wee daft Hugo will never know what hit him. Oh. Nice to have her back in high spirits. I'll give her the rundown of everything on the ship later. Did they really have to include the Yas part? Oh my god. I actually don't know anyone who legitimately says that, but it sounds so stupid. Oh. Here, you're in charge of taking care of Becky. She's a wee bit clumsy sometimes, so watch out. You gotta keep her safe too. Please take good care of Becky. I can't deny I'm going to worry about her, but that's what a mother does. And now it's my duty to support her, no matter what path she takes. If her heart's set on using all of her merchant skills to help you, then that's exactly what she should do then. Still, would you mind keeping an eye on her for me? Nothing extreme, just make sure she stays alright. Becky seems dead set on playing a part in bringing the war to an end. I'm not going to pretend that I'm not worried sick about her, but I want to support her decision. So please, try to keep an eye on her in my place. Oh, I thought we had like a legit side quest to do. They went harder on the southern accent for her. Yeah. But I can't make heads or tails of how to pronounce some of the southern words or like the pronunciations. I try if my voice doesn't feel like cracking up. You don't remember Becky talking so much on Cold Steel 2? Okay, now time to dread the Bond scenes. Okay, so I'll just start by reading left to right and reloading the save. Then we'll see which of the 5 leaves the biggest impression on me. So we'll go start off with Emma over here. Planning on hitting the town, Emma? Oh, hello, Reen. Something like that. I was going to take a little walk over to Lunaria Nature Park. Oh. This wouldn't have anything to do with Celine and I sensing the higher elements last time we were there, would it? Yes, actually, she told me all about it. I thought it might be a good idea for me to go take a look for myself. It shouldn't be too much trouble for me. The monsters around there aren't especially challenging. Might be a good idea for me to tag along with her anyway. Sure. I'm more than confident you'll be able to take care of yourself, but would you be opposed to some company? I'd like to see how the park is doing now for myself. By all means, I'd be happy to have your company. Well then, shall we? Oh, Reen, you sly dog. No, I was kidding. Together, Reen and Emma stepped out onto the highway and walked to the park. Something certainly is out of balance here, and I can sense the presence of the higher elements as well. Fortunately, their effects seem to be limited to within the park itself. You don't think that there could be a cryptid here like in Lohengrin Castle, do you? Well, I don't sense one now. The higher elements are only present in the park itself, so I think they're here as a result of the chaos in Erebonia, particularly because this area is close to a spirit vein. But I can't offer any guarantees that the surrounding area won't be affected in the future, though. Emma? I'm sorry, I was wondering if I might be able to calm things down a little. I think I'll try at least. Please, step away. Oh? Oh, Spirit Vein, calm the chaos of this land by the guidance of my mana. Too much chaos. Any luck? No, unfortunately not. As I feared, my power simply isn't enough to quell a disturbance of this magnitude. And Celine's assistance wouldn't help me much. Got to accidentally lean my hand too hard on my mouse. I gotta stop doing that. Oh, well, at least you tried. Is something wrong? I was just thinking, I bet Vita would be able to do it. With the amount of power she has, she'd be able to handle something like this without even trying. Oh, right. I've always been falling behind her, desperately trying to catch up. I've always admired the incredible talent she has as a witch. No, admiration isn't quite it. The truth is, I've always had an inferiority complex when it comes to her. I'm always comparing myself to her. Always reminded how I'm lacking in comparison. Hey Ditto, how you doing? I'm sorry, you've ended up with a weak witch like me instead of a competent one like her. If only I was stronger. As I am, there's no way I'll ever be able to catch up to her. You keep saying always, Emma. No one's born with the ability to do everything perfectly from the start. Just like with my swordsmanship, there's always going to be someone who has more experience. So rather than beat yourself up for not matching up, you should just take it one step at a time instead. One step at a time? Yeah, and we'll all be there doing the same thing with you. And gradually, bit by bit, we'll all become more experienced and skilled at what we do. It's not something you can do overnight, but one day you'll be able to catch up with her. I suppose you're right. All we can do now is, for now, is focus on the task at hand and hope that that will get us closer. I think I was just feeling a little impatient and frustrated. Don't mind me. I don't mind at all, really. We all get that way sometimes. Anyway, we've come all the way to the park. Want to walk around and relax some? That sounds lovely. Aww. Green and Emma then enjoyed some quality time, relaxing and admiring the area around Lunari Nature Park before eventually returning to Celdic. That was a nice little scene. Oh, the character notebook updated there? Oh my, I mean, no, you can't really get the character notebook stuff all in one playthrough. You literally have to get max bond points or available bond points if you want to get the rest of it. Thank you for the encouraging words, Reen. I think you're right too. All we can do is take things step by step and hope that doing so eventually leads us to our goal. The more impatient I get, the harder it will be for me to keep advancing. Alright, Eustace, my boy. How you feeling? With the provincial army routed, peace has finally returned to this town. It may only be temporary, but for now, that's something worthy of celebration. He looks incredibly uncomfortable to be here. Not that I can blame him. Hey, Eustace, what do you say we walk around the market for a bit? Should be pretty fun since they're finally getting it back together. What brought this on? Ah, who cares? Come on, let's go. With that, Reen dragged a reluctant Eustace to the Grand Market. This is the first time I've been to Celdic's Grand Market. Also, let me go. Freaking Andre! Oh my god. Yeah, let me just up the volume a little bit for Cold Steel. I feel like it's a little bit too low for me. Oh, really? That's a surprise. Though I guess you never had the chance to come here during any of our field studies. While it may be part of the Croizon province, I rarely visited Celdic itself. In fact, I hardly left the Bereahard area before entering Thor's. Well, that's all the more reason to make the most of our time here, right? Kind of a shame it's not nearly as bustling as it was the last time we were here. Maybe I should head back to the Courageous after. Alright lads, how's it keeping? Ah, it's Becky's dad. How are you, sir? Come on. Sorry. It's been a while. I heard your lad did some real work at the Twin Dragons Bridge. We actually got some nice fresh apples this morning, so here. Fancy we try? No worries either. It's on me. Think of it as celebrating Celdic's freedom. Oh, if you're offering, thanks. How exactly does one eat this? Oh no! Sheltered moment. Because the times he would have apples, he would have like butlers or maids slice it up for him. Probably served on a silver, or not a silver platter, but on a plate with like a nice little fork to go with fruits. Just take a bite into it. Or just, yeah. This is fresh too, so it'll taste better than the store-bought kind. Bite. Huh. You were right. The juiciness enhances its flavor as well. Haha. Good to hear, good to hear. Just to be sure, you're Duke Alberea's son, right? You knew? Nah, no need to panic, wee man. I just heard rumors about you and your bro was all. They said the youngest brother's a wee bit, is a bit unfriendly, but always, kind to the wee kids and the like. Then there's the eldest brother, who's so skilled. He's one of the reasons the Noble Alliance have been doing so well in the war. That's certainly true. Well, I cannot deny that most of us at the Grand Market aren't exactly fond of Duke Alberea. But at the same time, I'm not nearly silly enough to hold some grudge against you just because you're a son. Pretty sure the same applies to everyone else too. Huh. It's a relief to hear you say that. Thank you so much. No bother. I just see I'm not having a good time here is all. I certainly wasn't expecting that. After everything that's happened here because of my father's influence, I thought to hang my head low, but who would have thought I'd be accepted so readily? It's not all that complicated, you know. In the end, you're only tied to the Duke is through your blood, right? So just be yourself, Eustace. Be proud of who you are. Like you usually are. I really haven't been myself recently, have I? Not if you're giving me these pep talks like these, not if you're giving me pep talks like these. You're right, Rean. I should take this time to prepare for future outings rather than waste it worrying over nothing. Oh god. Okay, hold on. Time out. Just as a little context for people who were wondering, I got my booster earlier today on my left arm, and it's just like, whoo! I need to move it around a bit. Hold on. I think I'm starting to, or at least like the arm pain, I'm starting to feel it now. I'll have to see tomorrow whether or not I'll just crash and burn with the side effects. Because during my first booster, like, what was it? Day 1, it wasn't that bad. Day 2, I was bedridden. Or, well, nearly bedridden. I was like, if I mustered up enough willpower, I could get up. But, yeah. But yeah, I just got decided to renew my booster because, like, what was it? Gonna be having family, or, what was it? Like, some family coming over around the holiday season, I would imagine. Or possible holiday travel. I'm not sure, I don't think my family has anything planned, but, I mean, who knows? Things could be planned, like, within, like... Well, I wouldn't say within, like, the last minute, but... yeah. So, just in case, I really wanted to get a booster just to keep myself protected. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be feeling it tomorrow, so we'll have to see. Good to hear. That was my phone. Yeah, Eustace really needs the bond levels. Oh, more character updates. Oh yeah, I need to see what the update was for, Let me see. Oh yeah, I need to check Emma's too. Hearing the news of the Courageous' success, she returned to her old energetic self and joined the ship's crew. Okay, Class 7, Emma. Complex. She both admired, felt an inferiority complex towards Vita, but she was also to start taking things one step at a time. Huh. And Eustace, warm welcome. He thought he would be hated in Celdic after all the provincial army did there, but was actually welcomed warmly. Aww. With all the provincial army has done, I wouldn't blame the people of Celdic for hating me. What a surprise to see that such is not the case. I wish I could show this to my father and my brother. Alright, actually let me see what Becky's dad has to say about Becky going over to the Courageous. Alright troops, I heard all about your little rescue mission. Can't believe you even chased out those provincial army. Anyway, actually, no, never mind. I thought there was gonna be some extra lines with Becky, or regarding Becky. Okay, so we'll go with Gaius. Actually, no, let's go bottom up here. So Elisa. But yeah, honestly, I might consider sticking with Eustace's because it is like it's kind of a small bond scene, but it is really like more meaningful to him given, you know, his feelings about what Duke Alberea has done, the provincial army has done, and what the people of Celdic had to go through. Even for a small moment like that, like, yeah, I would argue that's really impactful for Eustace. So I think I might stick with him. Actually, let me go write this down so I can keep track of the people I want to stick with. So, let's see. So, I might stick with Emma. I'm gonna mark Eustace with like a little star here to tell me to remember to stick with his. Now let's see what everyone else has to say. Hard not to get a little nostalgic being back here, isn't it? I'm thinking back on all those requests we did and that whole mess with the Grand Market last time we were here. I bet none of us ever thought things would get this crazy back then. Oh well, no sense taking a stroll down memory lane when I could actually walk around and look at things here. Should I ask if she wants some company? Mind if I looked around with you? Go right ahead. Where should we start? Rena and Lisa decided that they'd go back to see the parts of town that had the biggest impact on them. It's kind of surreal thinking about how this is where it all started. Getting dragged out here and handed a bunch of requests from the townsfolk sure was something. It certainly was an interesting experience, especially with Instructor Sarah's refusal to help us at all. Though it all makes sense now that we know that she's a former bracer. And thanks to all those field studies, we learned how to think and operate independently. Yeah, normal students wouldn't have gotten the same opportunity to learn things that way. The fact that we've overcome so much since then just goes to show what an effective method it was, right? Effective is right, and we can keep applying what she taught us even now. Celdic's Grand Market sure brings back memories too. This is where things really kicked off for us. Definitely. First there was the dispute between those merchants, and then we got caught up in that case with those bandits. I don't think I've ever questioned so many people in my life. It was tough, but our teamwork helped us pull through in the end. If we had been short by even one person, I doubt things would have gone as well as they did. Especially if you hadn't been there. You played a huge part in the whole thing. Way to inflate a guy's ego. All that's left now is a highway. Granted, we can't really go too far out. How about we take a ride on your bike? I want to see what's going on over there, over near Trista too. Might as well. I'll head back to the Courageous then. We even got the sidecar, so I'll grab that while I'm there. Oh, you don't need to go through all the hassle. I'll just ride on the back to keep things simple. Oh! Ooh! Elisa! Sure, we can do that. Read, you lucky bastard. Still heavily fortified. You know, you think that there'd be guards that can see two students and a motorcycle out in the distance like this? Like, you think that we'd be way farther back with like a pair of binoculars or something? At least. Because this is kind of dumb. The road to Heimdall still seems really well protected. Perhaps more so now. Now that they lost the Twin Dragons Bridge, this area is probably more vital to the Alliance than ever. Yeah, it still doesn't look like we're going to get back to Trista anytime soon. Don't worry, our day will come. It might not have been our intention, but we played a part in liberating Celdic. Okay, let me go mute my mic real quick. Excuse me. Again, it's always like when it's like late at night, my throat gets all funny, so that's why I tend to fumble up my words. You know, it's always annoying how this has been a constant thing for, I guess, years at this point. I sort of wonder if it's like an actual thing, or if it's just like due to the fact that it's been a long day and of all times for me to start talking more actively, it's like my late night streams. I don't know. And we'll try and liberate Trista and the Academy the same way. I guess. That's right. We've got to think positive. We need to keep moving forward and believe that our path will take us there eventually. They returned to Celdic, taking extra care not to be noticed by the Noble Alliance forces along the way. Almost level 5. You know, I'm guessing with Cold Steel 2, there's gonna be like a level 6 Link level at this point, isn't there? There's no way it's just gonna end at 5. I think I'm more ready than ever to take back Thor's now. We can do this, Reen. No matter what it takes. In the end, we'll get our home back. I know we will. Alright, Gaius, my boy, how you doing? Just look at that windmill off in the distance. Amazing, aren't they? I wonder what led people to think of harnessing the wind's blessings like that. Perhaps the winds, the reason this market's merchants are as resilient as they are. Gaius seems particularly interested in Kellick's windmills. Now that you mention it, Marcus, Elliot, and Fee were hiding out on the windmill on the highway for a while. We can go and ask the farmer who owns it to let us take a look around if you like. I can't think of anything I like more. What are we waiting for? Let's get going. Of course. It went to find Marcus, who in turn introduced them to the farmer who owned the windmill. And once they had his blessing, they headed out to East Celdic Highway. That's the one they were hiding out in during their time here. Huh. That's odd. The windmill stopped. Yeah, maybe something happened. We should let the farmers know about it. It seems to be a problem brought on by aging. You see that rust on the cog up there? That's down the blades from turning properly. I see. Is it difficult to fix? No, not at all. All that needs doing is replacing the cog, and it'll be as good as new. As it so happens, I have spares here just for times like these, so we don't even need to go anywhere to get them. Oh no! I just realized that I took the stepladder that was here back to the farmhouse. I'm not going to be able to reach the cog without it. I'll have to go back home and get it. Oh no, that won't be necessary. Reed and I can reach it if we work together, I think. Huh? Oh, they're gonna... Whoa, yeah, this is pretty high, alright. You think you can reach it? Pretty sure, yeah? Just, you know, don't drop me. I think I can manage that. Oh, to be young again. Here you go. This here's the replacement cog. The blade should start turning again once that's in. It's working. Sounds like the turbines are blowing with the winds again. That would have taken a lot longer, not for your help. Thank you kindly. Let me treat you to some freshly baked bread for the trouble. It was made with rye that was ground right here in this mill. Are you sure? Thank you very much. Good old bread. That was delicious. Yet another one of the wind's blessings. Having the opportunity to see a windmill up close was a pleasure too. Thanks for showing me, Reen. I owe you one. Likewise. This windmill kind of reminds me of you, you know. Really? How so? A windmill stands tall and dignified, always in tune with the wind. And there's also the fact that they provide for us in inconspicuous ways. Kinda like you guys. Guess I'm just realizing how reliable you are how reliable you are all over again. Thanks, I'm flattered, really. I'll do what I can to live up to that image. We can't rely on you all the time, though. That's too much of a burden for one person. So let's do what we can. Together. Cheesy lines, let's go, Reen. After observing the windmill for a while longer, they returned to town. I'm kinda meh. Now that was some delicious bread. Seeing the inside of the windmill proved very educational too. Thanks for giving me the chance, Reed. It was a great time. Yeah, And what was it? The whole thing with like Elisa? It was like it was an okay little reminiscing scene about, how things started back in Cold Steel 1 with the first field study. I don't think it was... It wasn't really too important, so I'm gonna like scratch out Elisa on the list. And Gaius, there's like stuff he appreciates about Erebonia, with all the little things that we take for granted and all that, from his perspective of being a man of Nord and everything. But, I'm gonna have to cross off Gaius. Sorry, Gaius. I'm so relieved that Fiona's safe and sound. I shouldn't have to worry about her as long as she's with Dad either. Yeah, there is no guarantee that she won't run into danger in the future, but next to your dad's a pretty safe place to be. I'm just glad everything worked out in the end. It wouldn't have if not for you and Valimar though, and the rest of my classmates of course. It won't be easy to repay you, but I'll be sure to help out as best as I can. Oh, come on, we've been through enough that you don't have to worry about repaying us. Just take some time to rest for now. Oh, I know. While I'm here, I might as well go listen to that fiddle player. No, Elliot, no. No, not Andre. God damn it. I probably will get a better chance than right now, right? Maybe I should go join him. Oh, are you coming too? Sure, might as well. That wide open area over there, looks like it'd make for a good listening spot. Shall we? We shall. Oh my god. And then a plot twist for Cold Steel 3, who'll actually be the new antagonist. He's always been watching us. Everywhere we went for our fields, or a lot of places we went to for our field studies, he was there. And nah, just kidding. Although I always find it funny if a story pulls out the card of like, oh, they've always been watching, but it's always that like one NPC that's like legitimately like the most innocent you could ever think them to be, but then they always like just like angle the cutscene in another perspective to show that like that like sleazy or sneaky smile or smirk about like what they're actually doing. I don't know. I always find it funny with like characters like Andre and stuff. It's like, wait, are they actually going to make him like evil or like antagonist or some shit? I'm like, no fucking way. No, no bad, wee man. Yeah, music like that is perfect for the grand market. Oh yeah, no, I'm all jazzed up to work twice as hard. Thank you, thank you. Please note that the hat is open to donations. Wow, he's good. Pretty good. That performance was something else. Yeah, even I could tell just how good it was. It seems to have lifted everyone's spirits here in the market a little too. You're right. It really is incredible how something so simple can put people's minds at ease. Music really does hold its own unique power, doesn't it? I'd have to agree with that. Concerts like this one, even our own, really make me realize just how amazing music can be. Yeah, I feel that fact sinking in for me all over again. There are things that music can do that military forces can't. Just like how there are things we can do that no one else can. What do you mean? I always listen to those gunfire music videos all the time. I remember like there's some YouTube videos out there that like sync up gunshots to some random bits of music. I always thought some of them like amusing with like some of the with like some of the games they're from. Oh, I don't think I've really. Although it was only like trending like way back when. I think like the first big thing I saw was like a little gunfire music montage of Call of Duty 4, and then I think it kind of blew up after that a little bit, with like other people following suit from different games, I think. But yeah, gunfire can be music too if you do it carefully enough. Rescuing Fiona is just as good of an example as, or is as good an example of that as any. Exactly. Whenever we're feeling down, we just have to remember that we've got our own role to play in all this. And we'll keep trying to find it while doing all we can to bring this conflict to an end. Yeah. Oh, is that really it? That's really it! I'm sorry, Elliot. I'm sorry, like, at least, like, a little extra thing about, like, your sister or your dad or something. No, I'm sorry, my dude. I'm gonna have to cut you off there. But I get it. Music, cool. But that's not... Oh, you actually have a character up? You have a notebook update on that? Seeing the traveling musician Andre raising people's spirits with his music and reaffirmed, with his music reaffirmed music's power in his mind. It's like I've been reminded of the power of music all over again. As long as this war is going on. Oh god. Hold on. Now my other arm is starting to ache. Oh. Oh, it is starting to kick in a little bit. Oh boy. Oh. Oh. Okay, yeah. Now that I'm bending and twisting my left arm now I'm feeling it. Oh. Okay, that snuck up on me. Well, I'll have to see how I'm feeling like an hour later from now. Remind me. As long as this war is going on, I want to find a way to make people's lives better. Okay. So far, Emma is like, I'm kind of leaning toward a yes with Emma. Eustace, that scene is, oh, I don't want to exit the game. The scene with Eustace is really impactful for him. So I'm leaving that in. And now, who's at the market on this side? Oh yeah, Toa! I might have to just go commit with Toa by default because I would assume we won't get that many opportunities, or at least like as many to get bond scene stuff with Toa. So sure. I spoke with the market manager, and he agreed to let us use some of the stuff from the stalls that have closed down. I normally wouldn't have asked, but George said that he needed materials for repairing the ship. When you're acting captain, you've got to work with what you're given. This looks like a bit much for her to carry all on her own. I can take half of that for you. Actually, I should probably take more than half. You know what would be the stupidest thing ever? Green to use this, like, spirit unification and then, like, power himself up just to carry extra materials and stuff. Using such a dangerous power just like casually hold stuff. This stuff's probably as heavy as you are. There's no way you should be carrying it all on your own. Well, if you're sure. Oh, since you volunteered, mind doing something else for me? There's a bunch of unusable stuff here that I thought I'd take for myself. So if you wouldn't mind. You want me to drag this junk, or you want me to drag this junk for you somewhere too? If you think you can turn it to something useful, then sure. Green cheerfully helped Toa sort. Sorry, my throat is getting to me again. Sort all of the usable items from the unusable items, and together, the two of them carried anything worthwhile back to the ship. After that, they took the unusable stuff to the highway. There we go. All ready. Huh? This looks like a setup you'd see on a firing range. Uh-huh, that's exactly what it is. No. No. Is Toa gonna learn how to use an orbital gun? No shot. That poor frying pan. This is the perfect opportunity for me to get some practice in. And you know what they say, there's no time like the present. Practice? What kind of practice? Just watch. She packing heat! That's an orbital gun, isn't it? Pretty big one at that. That design doesn't look like a thing, or that design doesn't look a thing like your standard rifle production too. Huh, you're right. That's because it was made at ZCF in Liberal apparently. It's different from your average orbital gun, in that it shoots arts-based bullets. Oh! So what you're telling me is that we're getting ready for Toa to be our new party member. And she'll actually have magic scaling or art strength scaling crafts to shoot arts bullets. I've had enough of a lot of gun wielding characters who are particularly geared for magic not have magic scaling attacks or crafts. Unless their base strength is high as well, with extra scaling on their attack based, or yeah, their strength based crafts to make up for that. Oh, nothing sets me off more. I guess the easiest way to understand is to think of it like an orbital staff, but like in the shape of a gun. I mean, in a way, you know, instead of holding up the staff and, you know, channeling your art and casting it out, you just point it to cast your art directly toward the enemy, particularly between the eyes. First our Arcus units, and now this. Technology continues to impress. I had no idea the ZCF was even producing stuff like this. Prince Oliver gave it to you then, didn't he? Yep, right before he parted ways with us. It's a prototype too, so normally people involved in its development would be able to get their hands on one. The prince must have some connection within the ZCF. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he has quite the history with the ZCF. And Liberal in general. Lucky us. I mean, at least they'd be surprised to hear about this. Well, it is a totally new invention. I thought I'd be okay with it because of my experience using regular oboe guns at the academy, but turns out I was wrong. So would you mind helping me out with target practice, Reed? Oh, not at all. Can I ask what brought all this on, though? You're already the best backup we could ask for. It seems odd for you to be taking up a weapon now. Angelica? Oh. I was actually perplexed myself when he handed this to me, but I think he realized that I've been worried about my own lack of strength lately. You have? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't even notice. Oh, it's okay. It's just I've been tasked with looking after the courageous, so I can't rely on everyone protecting me forever. And this isn't just some minor clash we've been swept up in either. This is a full-on war in every sense of the word. If I can't look after myself, I'm just going to end up being a burden. That's the last thing I want. So, can you see why I want to become strong enough to protect myself? This really has been weighing down on you, hasn't it? Or weighing you down, hasn't it? It's not just that either. Viscount Airstay specifically chose me to succeed him. He's trusted me to fill his shoes. To me, that makes it my duty to become capable of supporting everyone on the courageous. Well, that's more than enough to convince me. If you got your heart set on this, then I'll gladly help you out. Let's become stronger together, Toa, along with the rest of the courageous. Yeah. She may be small, but I don't know anyone who works as half as hard as she does. I'll have to do what I can for her sake, too. Where's the head pats, Reen? God damn it. After joining her for practice, Reen leisurely walked Toa back to town. Aww. Falcom? You are really making it hard for me to decide who rolls with Reen in my future parties. Oh boy. How come you goddamn bastards? Increase the roster size to 8 with 4 in reserve, please. God damn it. Alright, I'm definitely gonna stick with Toa. 1, new, 2, her whole thing about like actually taking up well, I mean, she's already taken up the oboe gun before, but yeah, like taking on all this now and being responsible for the oboe gun and being or what was it? Recognizing her so what was it? Her new motivation to like be dependable and all that, you know, all that junk. Yeah, I'm cutting with Toa as well. Again, I'm very bad at expressing myself. Let's see, she's year 2. No, not year 2. Supporters? Yeah. Arts gun. She was given an arts gun made at ZCF by Prince Oliver, and is now secretly working on improving her skill with it. Oh. Thanks for helping me with all that. I feel like I still need a lot more practice before I can be of any use in a fight, but I'll keep at it. At the very least, I want to get strong enough to protect myself so I don't slow anyone down. Or slow anyone down in battle. So you're telling me it's gonna be a little while before you actually come to the party. Oh boy. I would assume like maybe maybe the next after like the next 2 locations that we go to, or sorry, the next 2 major areas we clear in Erebonia, maybe then Toa will come with us. Oh, you're in your school uniform. What's the occasion? I wanted to come along to give my regards to the market manager, so I'm using this as my secret disguise. Putting this on reminds me of back when we first met in St. Australia. Same here, it really suits you. Though just seeing it, I can't help but wonder if Elise is alright. I have a question, Reen. Oh, what's on your mind? Oh, on second thought, never mind. Should I ask what's up? Okay, you know what? I feel like it's a given to go with Princess Alphen. Given how, you know, she was taken away from us, like, for basically half of the game. If there's something on your mind, you can tell me, Your Highness. It's okay. I'll do whatever I can to help. Really? Well, to tell you the truth, I've never had the chance to really get a good up-close look at Celdic's Grand Market. I thought I'd take this chance to do it, but... Is that what it is? She's in her school uniform, so I guess she could get away with it. No problem. I'd be glad to guide you around them. You would? Oh, well, far be it from me to decline such a gentlemanly offer. Are you sure people wouldn't have recognized, like, Princess Alphen's face from probably reading, like, the Imperial Chronicle and stuff? Because I'm sure there's some, like, pictures of her around. Once she had finished her business, Reen and Princess Alphen made their way to the Grand Market together. So this is the fabled Grand Market. It's so lively. You should see it back before. I imagine it must have been livelier before the war, but it's still rather impressive if I do say so myself. I think that's because of the merchants here. They work really hard to keep things going. I can certainly believe that. Merchants are known for being nothing if not passionate. Oh my, this is a delightful smell coming from that stall. Oh, the barbecue stall? Yo! Elise. Yeah, oh my god, I miss Elise so much. Like, come on, she's only in the prologue and she's still who knows where. Looks like she's having fun. Don't think she's had many chances to relax in a while, so I'll have to make sure she gets the most out of her time here. Everything here is so delicious. I even had the pleasure of seeing the excellent workmanship of Berea Heart's craftsmen. It's just a shame I couldn't try out the renowned Celtic beer, too. Often betraying her like that. Ah, don't worry. What she doesn't know won't hurt Elise. Don't worry about... That's kidding. More ammunition for Princess Alphen to tease Elise about this. And then by extension, bully Reen for choosing to spend time with Princess Alphen. If it's a way to get Reen bullied some more, just like with Lloyd and how the rest of the cast in Crossbell bully him for how he is with the girls. Oh boy, I'm all for it. Like, whatever happened, or with whoever we get in like the, what was it, after Cold Steel? I really hope the next set protagonists, again, don't tell me if anyone's been playing Chrono Kiseki or anything like that, but I really hope with whatever new protagonist there is, I hope they keep up the trend of like teasing the shit out of them like this, because I don't think I'll ever get tired of this. I always love it when like the rest of the cast like just like like collectively bully the MC together. You've got a couple years to go before you start thinking about that. Like, we could invoke the whole, you know, royalty card and, you know, just get a little sip. Gotta make sure the quality's good. I was joking, of course. I did notice the lack of merchandise from Western Arabonia, however. I suppose that's to be expected with the rail restrictions. Still, it's a bit of a shame. Yeah, it'll probably stay that way until the war comes to an end, too. I'm actually surprised you noticed. Well, I am a member of the Imperial family. Oh, Reen, let's check over there, too. When is this damn war gonna end? Sure, the provincial army's gone, but we're gonna be struggling to make ends meet, so long as this fighting continues. I wonder what the Imperial family's doing at a time like this. Boy, you better turn around right now. Hear it straight from the horse's mouth. I haven't heard one word about Prince Cedric, let alone Prince Oliver, ever since this all started. Oh, word has it that His Majesty's safely tucked away in Heimdall, at least. None of the nobles have control over Heimdall, though. So much for royalty, I guess. Doesn't mean much if you can't have any influence on a situation like this. Sorry, Your Highness. Whoa there, you might want to take those words back. Apparently, Princess Alpha's behind the Crimson Wings that chased the provincial army from the Twin Dragons Bridge. Huh, for real. The Imperial family's probably doing what they can. Just because you don't hear about it doesn't mean it's not happening. That's why we gotta believe in them. And make sure the Grand Market's ready for when everything's back to normal. Huh. Well, I'm fine so as long as the war ends, really. Alright, I gotta go back. Or gotta head back. Catch you later. Are you alright, Your Highness? Yes, thank you. It's no surprise that there are people who aren't happy with us right now. The fact that our efforts at the Twin Dragons Bridge alone were recognized is more than enough for me. That's very kind of you to say. I'm certain that that what we're doing right now isn't in vain. That's right. That's why we need to keep doing what we can. I don't want to let Father or Cedric down, and Oliver is expecting so much from us that I'd hate to disappoint him. Exactly. Just don't forget that you're not alone in this. Thank you. Hey, aren't you one of those kids from that military academy? Holy cow, are you Princess Outfit? About damn time. Of course, Marco was focused on his conversation, so yeah. Oh crap, this isn't good. Oh my god. Oh my. Oh, Princess Alphen. You would play at this, wouldn't you? Would play around this, wouldn't you? While it's flattering that you mistake me for Her Majesty, I'm afraid you have the wrong person. Isn't that so, Reen? That's right. She's actually my little sister, you see. Huh, didn't know you had one. Can't see the resemblance. Gotta say, you don't really look all that alike. Well, we aren't related by blood. Of course, there are some benefits to that. We can give. Oh my god! I can just sense Elise in whatever like room or cell she's holed up in. She just firmly grasped like the bars and then just like split it open right now. Joshua doesn't know that well. God damn it, Joshua. Don't worry, they're not. Don't worry, they're not related by blood. It's all fine. I mean, yeah, but it's always kind of funny when the never mind. That's a bit weird to get deeper into that rabbit hole. You what? Your Highness? But oh, he's just so frigid. Did you know he only visits me at school once in a blue moon? Have you ever known a brother this cruel? It's good that you get along so well. Yeah, we sure do. God fucking dead. Oh, looks like we managed to avoid outing you there. You definitely overdid it though. Oh, not at all. I was simply speaking from the heart. Elisa's heart. Do try to visit her more often, once this is all over. I'll do what I can. With a trip to the market over, a mildly flustered Reen escorted Princess Alphen back to the Courageous. God damn it. Okay, let's see what lines have changed now that Princess Alphen isn't here. Allow me to thank you. Nah, I think that's like pretty much the same thing. Oh well. Alright, so all that's left is everyone on the east side here. So we have Laura here, Fee up there, Sarah drinking. Celdic really knows how to brew a good damn beer, or a damn good beer. I should have known we'd find it here. Still hard to argue that she hasn't earned it. This time anyway. She seemed pretty preoccupied with the whole time we were at the Twin Dragons Bridge too. Huh. What's with that stare? Nothing much. Just be careful you don't end up getting so smashed you end up getting left behind here, okay? Don't you worry, I'm an instructor. I'd never be caught that unawares. And besides, I have ideas of practice. Oh, maybe I should haul a few barrels of beer on board for when I need a little pick-me-up. Proposal denied. We're a student-run airship. We can't just haul whole kegs of booze on board. Well, she's not gonna share it. It's all for herself. You know the whole rule that, you know, teachers would always invoke, like, back in school? Is like, oh, you're having a snack during, like, a movie day or just, like, some other thing like that? Well, you have some for the rest of the class? It's like, no? Well, you can't share with your friends then. I'm like, bitch! These are my own goddamn snacks that I got with me and my family. I do what I want with them. You cannot believe how annoying it is. Because, like, I think if I remember correctly, I think I've had that rule invoked on me a couple times. And I've seen it, like, that rule invoked on, like, a whole bunch of other students, too. It's so stupid. It's like, let people share with their freaking friends. It's like, why are they obligated to share or be forced to give out their, like, food that they bought or got with their own families or through other means or something, and be forced to give it out, like, to everyone else, leaving fuck all because you have to distribute to a class of, like, 20/30 plus students. Like, hello? Like, I guess there's a whole thing about, like, maybe, like, other students who aren't, like, in these friend groups to feel left out and isolated, or maybe some, like, other emotional reasons behind that, but it's just, like, I don't think anyone I've met, although maybe, you know, people could have bottled it up, but I don't think I've really seen anyone, like, feel that way, or at least, like, with people I know, no one feels that way. Like, again, it's like a little bit of a bias there since that doesn't count for everyone, but it's just like, it's such a dumb rule. Because, like, again, why are they obligated to give out their, like, their stuff? If it was, like, pitching in for, like, a class party for, like, end of the year stuff, then, you know, that makes sense. But, like, come on. What a killjoy. Should I stay with her for a bit? I'm a little concerned about her. Well, just in case. I think I'm gonna stay with you for a little while. I'm afraid I wouldn't put it past you to drink yourself under the table and someone get left behind here. Oh, come on, you can at least rummage up a little good faith in your instructor. Well, can't say I mind having some company. Margot, a mug of your best lager for my student. A tea would be fantastic! Thanks! So you want some oolong tea then? Yes. Boy, that hit the spot. Beer me again, Margot. Already? Aren't you chugging those down kind of fast? No problem. One quick snooze to counter the booze. Okay, I like that rhyme. I like that rhyme. Don't worry, Reen. Sarah's a relatively harmless drunk. She'll drink away, have fun, pass out for a while, then wake up in tip-top shape. That's why most people tend to let her drink as much as she pleases. I've never actually seen her, I've never seen her cause that much trouble while drunk, actually. Glad we're all on board with my drinking then. Hey, where's that refill? Sorry, but we're all out. Say it ain't so. It's hard to get a steady supply nowadays thanks to the sad state of the Grand Market. We went all out today as well since it was a special occasion, but I'm afraid yours was the last one. You might be able to get your hands on some if you head over to the Grand Market though. Oh, baby. Fortune's on my side after all. Hey Reen, I got a little job for you. Join me in my quest to acquire booze. Allow me to respectfully decline. Aw, you really gonna make a drunk carry stuff on her own? Pretty please, with a cherry on top. Keep our seats, Margot. We'll be right back. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. Oh well, buy a barrel or two and I'll pay for it later. Roger. Wait, really doing this? Despite Reen's objections, he was dragged to the Grand Market against his will. After finding and buying barrels of Celdic's special brew, the poor boy was asked politely to carry them all the way back. Instructor! Are these filled with concrete or something? Nah, come on, man up already. We gotta hurry so I can get back to drinking. Sorry, but I need to catch my breath. Your love for alcohol never ceases to amuse. Masakov and Dad are the same way. But they're older, so I don't think alcoholism is as common in people as young as you. You really know how to flatter a lady, mister. I'm kinda surprised I came to like it this much myself, actually. I only ever got this way because I was copying someone else at first. Oh. Would you mind if I asked who you were copying? A certain gentleman to whom I owe a fair amount. He's the type of person to fit in at an empty bar, swirling his bourbon oh so tenderly. I couldn't help but look up to that image, which is how it all started. Huh. Oh, whoops, this probably isn't a conversation to be having with one of my students, huh? Just try and forget I said anything. It's nothing that important anyway. Well, it's not often that I get to hear you talk about these things. I have to ask though, is this where your fondness for a classy gentleman originated from? Who knows? I'll let you figure that one out. More importantly though, to get back to carrying, I can feel myself sobering up here. On it, fair madam. Huh. So someone that Sarah looked up to, who was like an older gentleman who loved his alcohol. Older gentleman who loved his alcohol. Would it be someone we know already? Alcohol. Gentleman. Don't think so off the top of my head. I can't really remember anyone that could even remotely match that description. At least off the top of my head, maybe we probably met some individuals like that, but there's just been so many, we're so deep into the Trails games, I'm forgetting like some of the other minor characters or characters that were probably only referenced for that game. In case this is like alluding to someone we do know. If not, then well, someone new. Yep, yeah, just like I thought, there is a level 6. So, gentleman. Her love of alcohol began when she started trying to copy a gentleman to whom she owes a lot. Older gentleman to whom she owes a lot, likes his alcohol. Yeah, no, I don't think it's anyone we know. There's nothing quite like an ice-cold beer after some exercising. What I wouldn't give for a stock of this stuff on the courageous. You're not filling up our hold with kegs and that's final. Come on, I was just joking. Mostly. Whoops. Don't worry though, we should have sober up before coming back on board. Alright, Laura, what are you up to? It's been quite some time since we were last here, but no matter how long I'm away, I don't think I'll ever be able to divorce this place from my memories of our field study. You can say that again. And we had no idea what we were in for back then, didn't we? We've really grown a lot. That we have. And we owe our transformation to the experiences we've shared and the people who have supported us along the way. We should be careful not to forget the debt of gratitude we owe each and every one. Should I stay here and rest with Laura for a while? Can I join you for a while, Laura? By all means. Perhaps you'd like to order something as well. Order the stew! Man. Speaking of like, stew or soups or anything like that, I haven't made myself a good tomato soup in forever. Mostly because of my work, but I had to reserve cooking for the weekends because I just don't really have freaking time in the middle of the day to prep anything. Not only I don't have any bread to go with, or at least at the moment, any bread to go with the tomato soup if I were to make any. Actually, do I even still have any tomato cans left? I mean, I know I could use like fresh tomatoes, but I'm lazy. So I just use the canned stuff. Also, the canned stuff does have the extra bonus of having the extra bits of like tomato juice or whatever inside the can itself to help build up the rest of the volume of the tomato soup when you're cooking it. Because if you're making extra... oh, what was it? Because if you're using fresh tomatoes, you gotta get a lot more to kind of make up for that. Excuse me. Hey there, what do you be having? Oh, I wasn't aware that you were taking the orders as well. Actually, our waitress seems to have disappeared. Oh, I sent her out to run some errands. We're still kinda packed though, so I'm on the floor for now. Oh really, that must be exhausting. Huh. Well, you get used to it after a while. Anyway, what can I get for you? Queen, shall we? You read my- aw, they're gonna help out part-time. We have a proposal for you. Would you be willing to let us assist you until Luis returns? You sure? I'd hate to make you work when you should be relaxing instead. Like you said, it looks like you're kind of swamped at the moment. This is a good opportunity for us to pay you back for your hospitality during our field study too. If anything, I'm the one who owes you for your help. But if you're willing to give it a shot, who am I to say no? Come on round back. I'll show you how to handle some of the more basic tasks. So we're gonna see Laura in a little like maid outfit or apron. Oh, I forgot to read that line. Rian was on duty at the counter while Laura served as Luisa's stand-in until she returned. Well, calling me surprised. Good going, guys. This would be a real nice way to repay Margot. On that note, beer me, champ. Mind doing me a favor and not getting plastered while I'm on duty? I need a coffee and a carbonara for table 3. Coming right up. Laura with an apron. Aw. Aw man, we need Laura with the little like frilly headband too to really sell the look and make her feel embarrassed. Well, aren't you looking adorable? I must admit, this attire makes me feel rather, self-conscious. I don't think I've ever seen you wear an apron before. You look cute, though. It suits you. Oh. Oh, please, there's no need for that. More importantly, we should probably get back to work. We did volunteer, didn't we? Got it. Smooth, Reen. At some point while the two were working, a group of girls came rushing to the store to cheer Laura on. After catching wind of her waitressing exploits. While this made her feel much more self-conscious, she still kept working diligently, a rosy tinge coloring her cheeks. Soon after, Louise had returned from her errands. That was actually kind of fun despite how hectic it was. It was nice of her to give us dessert and tea afterwards too. Indeed, it was a rewarding experience. Walking around in here brought back memories of our field study too. Like our minor dispute here, do you remember? Yeah, I do. You asked, do you like the path of the sword? I still think back to that question sometimes. I've caught myself asking such things to myself since then. The path that our blades will lead us down is uncertain, but we should both endeavor to improve ourselves regardless. Yeah, agreed. I love swords so much. Being a waitress was quite the experience. It stirred up a lot of memories for me too. We may have grown significantly since our first field study, but ample room remains to continue doing so. Okay, let me go write down some more stuff on the list. So let me see. So of course we're gonna commit with Sarah. So, man, so I've already chosen to commit with 4 people already: Eustace, Toa, Princess Alphen, and Sarah. Oh boy. And as nice as it was to see Laura in the in an apron, it isn't super meaningful for character development, or wasn't like super comical of a scene. I mean, it was super cute to see Laura in apron and all that, but aside from that, hello, something. P? I should have guessed she'd be asleep. Odd place for a nap fee. Now that I think about it, this was about where those Jaegers showed up last time. Maybe the worry they might show up again tired her out. I hope she doesn't catch a cold sleeping here. God damn it. I don't want to leave her here, but I don't want to wake her up either. Maybe I can carry her to a bed without waking her up. Reen! Reen, are you really gonna try pulling this shit? Up we go. Oh my god! I'm surprised at how light she is. I hope she's eating well enough. We might be in the middle of a war, but someone her age still needs to to eat and sleep well. She's still growing. Not that she's ever had an issue with sleep. She's actually pretty well built for how young she is. It's like her muscles developed specifically for the purpose of being useful in the battlefield. Just holding her like this tells me a lot about the life she's led until now. Reen? Sorry, did I wake you up? It's fine. What are you doing, though? Getting you a nice warm blanket to sleep under? You were napping in the hallway, so I'd figured it'd be best to let you sleep on an actual bed. So you're taking me to bed, then? Let's not say things that could wind up labeling me as a criminal. Oh my god, there's that smug expression. There it is. Nothing much. I had a dream about what happened 10 years ago. Back when the boss first took me into Zephyr. I see. Might have been 'cause you were carrying me. I wish I could see him again. I know, Fee. Oh, she's asleep already. Looks like she was only half awake. Has she started seeing Zephyr's leader in me, though? It's true that we've essentially become Fee's new family at this point, but even then, we can't replace Zephyr for you, you know. Yes, there's no need to bring it up. She'll probably have forgotten all about this once she's awake. Aw. Oh, I can see the Mishi crown poking out from under the blanket. Aw, that's so adorable. Like, there's just something extra cute about having the plush just like peek up from like just like the little top part of their heads through the blankets. Aw. That's adorable. There we go. I'll come wake her up when it's time for all of us to meet up. Ooh, I know there really wasn't like a lot with Fees, but I'm gonna put her in the maybe section. Mostly cause that's just too adorable. She's out like a light. I'll have to wake her before we head off. Hold on. Look at that Mishi plush right there. Oh, it's clipping. Okay, let's look at it from this angle. Aw, okay, now we gotta reload. Okay, so that leaves how many more people now? Machias and Milliam. I really wonder what Machias and Milliam have to say. Because I know with Machias, like, he'll have something to say about him spending time hiding here. But I wonder what Milliam has to say on, like, has about Celdic. Or, yeah. My old shotgun was in need of some maintenance, so I found this letter to bite the bullet and have someone look at it. I'll be staying right here until I get it back, but once I do, I want to go out and thank some people. After everything the townsfolk did for us by letting us hide out here, I want them to know their kindness wasn't taken for granted. He's right, we really owe them. Maybe I should join them. Do you mind if I join you? These people did so much for us that I think they really deserve our thanks. Happy to have the company. They waited for the maintenance to be finished on Machias' shotgun, then hit the town to start thanking people. The kids, and the kitty. Hello, Machias, and to your friend too. Thanks for feeding Lulu the other day. Man, I wish they had the other meow sound from like the cute little kitty sound and not like the meow. Come on, look how small Lulu is. I'm not gonna use the other kitty sound. That's fine. I used to do the same for the cats that lived around my home. That aside, I hope you're still not bullying Susie, Jake. Huh, maybe I am, maybe I'm not. Who cares about that though? Come play with us, Spexter. The Spexter? How many times I need to tell you to have some respect for your elders? Despite the teasing, he seems to get along with them fairly well. Honestly, you kids don't know how worried I was when you never came back from the Twin Dragons Bridge. Thank goodness you're unharmed. Sorry, we really should have gotten in contact with you sooner. We still can't thank you enough for providing us with food and drinks while we're here. We'll be sure to pay you back in full one day. Oh, don't you worry about that. You just focus on what you need to do for now. I'm sure things will only be tougher from here on out after all. What, you wanted to thank me? Hey, no need for that. If you really want to though, buy a newspaper. Or 10. I'll get back to you on that. He never stops trying to win a sale, does he? Oh, there's no need for you to thank us. In fact, we're the ones who should be thanking you for everything you've done. Oh no, not at all. Last 7 may never have been reunited if not for the help of everyone here. Oh, we hardly did anything of note. You were all students of my good friend Van Dyke too, so it's only natural. I look forward to seeing how much you grow by the time this war comes to an end. Thank you, sir. We won't let you down. That should be everyone, I think. I have to admit, I wasn't expecting them all to cheer me on like that. That just goes to show how meaningful the time you spent here was. They all seem pretty happy about being free from the Noble Alliance too. It's a bit too early to be celebrating. They could come back at any moment. Still, going around and talking to the townsfolk has helped me better see that Cellic's free for now. I think I'm starting to see the power we have to change things here in Erebonia for the better. Yeah, definitely. This is only the start though. It's up to us to set the heights we achieve. And I won't forget it. I think it did me good to see everyone again and finally thank them properly. But I don't feel as though we've repaid them yet. We'll have to keep on fighting until we do. I'm not really feeling all that much for Machias. Yeah, it was a rather simplistic, hey, thank you kind of deal. Alright, so that just leaves Milliam to shake things up with who I'll consider for. Actually, wait. Oh, no, we already. Right, I'm done. Alright, let's see. Oh, Sunday school. Ooh, actually, I might be interested in this. Apparently, they're gonna hold a Sunday school class right here, really soon. They did those in the capital in Trista too, right? Oh man, this is so cool. What are they like anyway? Yep, wait. You never been to a Sunday school? But, Reen, today's Saturday. I just remembered today's a Saturday. In-game, I mean. No, sirree. Don't feel like I missed out on anything either. Even if hearing about kids getting educated does make me think back to the academy all over again. She said she doesn't feel like she missed out on by not going to Sunday school, but kinda sounded interested in me. Oh, if you're curious about Sunday school, why don't we watch one of the lessons together and see if, so you can see what it's like. Are we really allowed to do that? The church is meant to be a place for everyone. I can't see them kicking us out. Assuming you can stay quiet and not cause trouble for anyone, that is. No problem, I'm the queen of quiet. This can only end so well. Not long afterwards, the children of Celdic began pouring in. It wasn't a long wait before class was in session. Oh, we're not sitting. Hooray, here we go. They all look even younger than you, Milliam. Well, I'm a grown-up after all. I doubt that. But the sun is out for Sunday school. Oh my, I mean, technically you're right. That's one massive stretch of the definition of grown-up you got there. So what does that make Reen? Senior citizen? In fact, you'd probably be in classes for early teens if you went to Sunday school. Huh? Does everyone know the answer? Or anyone know the answer? What's up, Susie? You stuck on such an easy question? If you're so smart, why don't you tell us the answer? Well, I could, but, I don't want to make you look bad. You tell her, Tran. I cannot count Mira that well. Do you know the answer, Lulu? Yeah. Alright, settle down. Perhaps that was a bit too difficult. Oh my god, Milliam. I know. Oh my god. The answer is 273 reg. That's right, but, who might you be? She looks older than us. Milliam, what'd I tell you? Hey, what's the problem? I know I'd be going to Sunday school at my age anyway, right? Yeah, with the teenage class. Listen up, kids. I'm actually a student from none other than the amazing Thor's Military Academy. Oh my god, whatever to stay with some queen of quiet. How about I take this chance to teach you all as your substitute teacher? What the fuck? Excuse me? Now that sounds fun. Let's study together. Yeah. She's as wild as ever, but I guess she's sort of helping out. With the assistant usurped, Million took up the role of teacher for the day. Rena was worried at first, but surprisingly, she ended up doing a stellar job of helping Sister Olive out. Well, except for the part where she almost gave Rena a stroke when she tried to introduce Ergetlaw. Of fucking course she would try to pull that on them. Oh my god, William. Oh. All in all, the kids had such a fun time with their lesson that Sister, wait. Oliver? Wait, I thought it was just Olive. Wait. Am I going crazy here? I thought I read Olive. Okay, no, I need to double check again. That was so much fun. Sunday school doesn't seem so bad. We go again, can we? I'm glad you enjoyed it that much. You weren't half bad as a teacher too. You did almost ruin it by bringing Erkulam out in the end though. I probably did so well because of all the time I spent at Thor's. Everything you guys taught me ended up coming in handy. Huh. I kind of missed our classes there. So let's do what we can to end this war and get back to school. Yeah, we will. I mean, if you think about it, setting Celdic free was the first step towards that. So let's keep it up, Milliam. Roger. Level 4. That was pretty fun, but I still like the academy way better. I can't wait till we're back there. Yeah, it just says Olive. Wait, that one text box said Oliver. I'm like, wait a second here. No comments about Milliam's whole little lesson. I mean, nah, I don't think I'll do Milliam's here. I mean, like, it was neat. Although, I don't know. It was pretty neat seeing her teach a Sunday school session. But aside from that, Okay, so let me go reload. Okay, so for sure, Eustace, because of how much liberating Celdic meant and how much him learning about how the people of Celdic feel about him is. Elisa, it was just like a little trip down memory lane, wasn't super, like, memorable. Well, the act of remembering, I mean. Toa for sure, because, you know, we don't get many chances with Toa. Princess Alphen too. And both of their scenes were pretty interesting to see. Toa with her training in secret with the art gun. Alphen, like, going around to see for herself what going around the Grand Market is like, given, you know, doesn't really have that much opportunity to do so as royalty. And then there's a whole thing with teasing Reen about pretending to be her little sister. Or his little sister, I mean. Instructor Sarah, yeah, we're always gonna do Instructor Sarah's bond stuff. So that at that point, that just leaves me choosing between Laura and Fee. Or Emma. And honestly, yeah, I think I'd have to go with Emma based on, like, what's left on the list. as the fifth and final choice here. So Emma, Eustace, Toa, Alphen, and Sarah. Although, man, the Link XP is stacked already. I'm gonna have to make sure to play extra Things of Blade with everyone else who's been lagging behind. Like, actually, I'll have to count once we do our bond stuff here. So let me go fast forward through all this. Also, hold on again, I need to stand up again. Again, I know I've been reminding people pretty often, but, or kind of like bringing this up often, but oh, you know the booster symptoms? Yeah, that body ache is slowly working its way through my legs now. Well, it was there before, but I'm guessing it'll come back. Ugh, right. Hold on. Need to stretch a little bit more. Alright. So let's go commit with all the people I've chosen. And time to fast forward. Oh, whoops. All right. And next up, Student Council President Toa, or Acting Captain Toa, or President Toa, however you want. Actually, how do people like to address her? Or just Toa. That burst fire! That turbo burst fire! Holy shit! Calm down, Toa. Alright, now a little thing with Princess Alphen here. Alright, and now that leaves Instructor Sarah. Oh, time to beer up. Alright, so that should be everyone now. So we've recruited Becky. Rosine still wants to take enough time to learn how to make medicine, as she's making significant progress. And she doesn't want to stop it by feeling a little bit forced to kind of go with everyone on the Courageous. So we need to give her some space and time. And yeah, talk with everyone. We caught up with Gambler Jack too. Let's see. Yeah, we kind of bought everything we need from, probably need from the Grand Market. We got our issue of the Imperial Chronicle already. Well, it's still the old one. And Orbital Factory stuff, well, we can get that fixed up on the Courageous, so there's no need to look over here. Although, there wouldn't have to be like a Orbital Bike paint job here, right? By any chance? Yeah, I would imagine not. Yeah, just wanted to make sure. I mean, the shops here are pretty much the same as the Orbital Factory, so... Okay. Now that we're finally done with all that, let me just make a save here. There's still some time before we have to leave. Or should I head back to the Courageous now? Returning to the Courageous will cause the main story to advance. Any unseen bonding events will no longer be available.
Leaving so soon?
Oh.
You're...
I see you remember me after all. That's quite the honor, Reen Schwarzer.
Just who in the world are you? I'm aware how you've been supporting both us and Major Nighthawk from the shadows, but you're a little too suspicious for your own good. Why do you know my name? What exactly are you trying to accomplish?
There's no need to be hasty, but the time has finally come for me to reveal my true identity to you.
Oh.
Ta-da!
That imposing voice. You piece of shit.
Tis I, Thomas, your favorite instructor!
I mean, that's a good range he's got there. That's a good range he's got there. I was like, I know it's the same goddamn person. I'm like, what's with the voice change? Did something happen? No, he's just good.
What?
Hello, Instructor Thomas.
It's certainly been a while since you've enjoyed the bliss of one of my enthralling lessons, hasn't it?
So, is he gonna be the first that everyone else on the Courageous is going to deny coming on board the Courageous? It's like, so please, would you let me accompany you? All the students collectively? No!
I trust you've been doing well.
Why are you, of all people, here? Wait, no! The better question is, why were you in disguise in the first place?
An excellent question. And, fortunately, one with a simple answer as well.
It was fun.
You see, I simply wanted to avoid any trouble that might arise if anyone were to place me as one of Thor's instructors.
Yeah, that's true, that's true.
I must be a master of disguise, because it worked so well that no one ever suspected me.
I think I need a minute to process all of this. So you're the one who helped us back at the Twin Dragons Bridge?
Indeed, 'twas I. My goal was to aid you as covertly as I could manage. But there's no need to lurk in the shadows any longer. I pledge my support, my life, my love.
No.
From now on, you can sleep easier at night knowing I'll be right there.
And to everyone's misfortune, they've all had to continue their history lessons, even as Thor's is still occupied by the Noble Alliance now that Instructor Thomas is on board.
Isn't this all a bit sudden? Oh, I suppose it will be helpful to have another instructor on board.
Oh, is he legit coming with us? After gladly welcoming their new allies on board, Reen and the rest of Class 7 took flight once again to assess the situation in Erebonia.
Well done! I'm so proud of you, Reen!
Woo! S grade! Hell yeah. So, oh god. Recruited Emily, Nicholas, Clara, Becky. Oh yeah.